And we're back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Mahala Monday. Great to be with you. My name is Dougal. Welcome. Hello, everybody. And who's here? Rhoda.
Rhoda. Welcome, everybody, to Mahala Monday. Our second one for the morning, Dougal.
Yeah. I like the way you go, Rhoda.
Rhoda.
It's like a ta-da.
What can I say? What can I say?
There's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. But it is great having you with us, of course. And as you know, it is an interactive show. We'd like to remind you about that because we always look forward and we really, really appreciate your comments, your questions to our guests at Nickay Productions. And of course, the details at the bottom of your screen as you see it there on YouTube and Facebook. Now, let's get into what we are talking about today, because what we're talking about right now is basically, in essence, what this show is kind of about.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's
now, I will let you explain this because you explained it so wonderful to me.
Okay, about what our topic today or about
Yes,
Mahala
yes.
Monday?
No, both.
Okay, so I will cover them both, Dougal. So today we're basically speaking about mentor coaching or life coaching, whichever you prefer, you know. So, and this is having to assist our people out there, and especially through these difficult times, Dougal, where, you know, COVID has hit so many people right now. And they don't know which way to go. They emotionally, they're not maybe strong enough for this. They've lost family members, some has lost their work. And the show today is really about having to reach out to those people out there and telling them, you know what, you can actually speak to somebody, you know.
Yeah.
So business, anything, you know.
So the way you put it out, let me take this. Let's just look at the pandemic time.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody knows what's around the corner. No, we don't know 1 month from the next.
Yeah.
Levels are changing, lockdown restrictions are moving, things are happening all the time. So as a business, challenging.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when you don't know what's coming.
That's so true.
This is where a coach can assist.
That's right.
I like that. Personal,
That's
this is where a coach or a mentor can assist.
Yes, definitely.
I like that.
Yeah. And even in, like I said, in the business as well, where you can actually bring in a coach into your business, and everybody going back to work now. You've been working at home, now you're back at work. So, you know, the challenges of having to actually then be in an environment again and getting that support, it's so critical at the end of the day as well to take your business and your team to the next level, Dougal.
I like that because this is what you're saying. It's about developing. This is
That's
why
right.
you get a coach, right? It is
That's
getting
right.
to the next level. And that is what the show is about.
That's what Mahala Monday is all about, giving you that information to be able to assist you and take that next step to the next level.
I like what you've done. You've told what the show is about. You told what we're about. So who are we talking to, Rhoda?
So today we're speaking to Lloyd Pullman. Welcome, Lloyd, and he is from Valueneurs.
Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for having me on the show. No, thank you for coming, Lloyd, because we're really looking forward to talking to you, of course. And we've sort of, Rhoda sort of explained to me in a brief overview, coaching and all of that. But let's ask you.
The professional.
Yeah, you with Valueneurs. That's what you guys are called. What do you do? What is coaching? What are you all about?
Yeah, so thanks for the question. Coaching is a really difficult thing to define in our current world because people keep thinking I'm on the side of a rugby field or playing some cricket. But really it extends a little bit beyond sports. As coaches, we would call ourselves a life coach or business coach or mentor coach. And we're really trying to do all of those things. It's about assisting individuals, businesses, teams to be better than they were the day before and continuously improve and reach their goals. And it's about getting you to help yourself and being part of the journey and that support structure for you.
Okay, wow. I like that. That is good. And so that is the broad definition of coaching. But you guys make it very easy. You make it quite accessible.
Yeah, this has been part of the journey and the challenge to try and get coaching to as many people as possible in an affordable way and an accessible way. So at Valueneurs, you know, we try and we online. We have 28 coaches that can service various different needs for people, and we really just try and get coaching into the home or into the lives of as many people as possible, so they can see what this can do for them.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
I like what you said there, 28 coaches, but I'm going to get back to that number.
Yeah, that's right. My question at this point is, you know, in the current world, I have mentioned it prior to this, could you tell us how important is coaching right now in our current world that we're facing right now? Could you tell us?
Yeah, you guys gave such a great intro because I think you hit the nail on the head in what you were saying, particularly around uncertainty. You know, we have massive challenges we didn't face 12 to 18 months ago. Some people may say directionless, or it's very difficult to make plans with things changing all the time. So how do you possibly plan from a holiday to a new business venture to what you're going to study in the future? We don't even know what's available or if we can go to that institution. So mental health issues are popping up, and studies around that are becoming more and more prevalent and more real in our world. So once again, it's just in this fast-paced, changing environment, a little bit of assistance can go a long way.
Yeah.
So true.
I like that because I think the coaching is exactly very, very important in this current time. Now, Lloyd, just going back to a few seconds ago, you said 28 coaches. That is what you are. That's what you said. So now, looking at that, and I want you to really hit it on the nail and give me as much detail as you possibly can. We have a brief overview of exactly it is what you do. So what exactly does the coach then do for you? What do you at Valueneurs do for me as an individual, me as a business, apart from taking me to the next step? What is it?
So yeah, I mean, at Valueneurs, as I say, we're a group or association of coaches that will assist others. You would log onto our platform and book a 30-minute appointment with us, where we would there be able to assist you set goals, look at your values and assess how those can stand you in good stead going forward, and then really plot a plan for how you can accelerate your business or your life or your personal development over a short-term sort of time frame going forward. Generally, these interactions can last from one session up until 6 to 12 sessions, depending on the goals that you want to achieve and reach. And then it's about assisting you, being a soundboard, being someone who sees value in entrepreneurs, who sees value in business, who sees value in themselves, and assisting you to then put the building blocks together to move yourself to that next level. Yeah. Often you'll find that when you're talking to a loved one or a friend, you can get that soundboard, but are they really honest and real with you? So you know, when you're procuring a service that's doing that, I can be like, hang on, get off that right now. Are you being reasonable in this relationship? Could we look at it from a different angle? Are you not standing in the way of yourself? Those are powerful questions that if you truly ask someone that you trust, you can then move yourself to another level if you really interrogate those properly.
Wow.
You mentioned something there now, and I was thinking that exact same thing.
Wow.
How important the trust is, how much I would value that person's opinion, in order for that guidance. And just to be clear, you guys deal with businesses, individuals, organizations. You do all of that. I mean, you've got coaches for all these different sort of structures.
Yeah, quite correct. Everyone has their own speciality on our platform. We understand that. You could one day need help with something personal and you're speaking to Linda maybe. The next day you have something completely different and Linda feels that, hey, maybe you'll be better talking to the next coach. So we have that versatility. You're not just stuck with one coach. When you're talking about trust, we build that trust up through having experience in building rapport. We also have all our coaches are accredited by Commence or ICF. Those are the local and international chapters, so they hold to specific ethics and morals and guidelines that they need to follow. So you can go pick a coach that's appropriate to you with the skills that you're looking for, and they can then assist you on your development journey.
Yeah.
Wow.
And just on that note there, because we just saw some of your coaches as well, we would just like to ask you that these are really experts in their respective professional fields. So these are people that know what they're talking about.
Absolutely. We have people from ex-social workers, people that have worked in really the toughest conditions around the world with regards to refugees being moved around and what can happen after that. It's people who've worked in corporates for decades. It's people that have assisted with big legal or marketing campaigns. There really is someone that can assist every different need that we see coming up.
Okay. I'm going to touch, basically, you mentioned earlier on values, and how important for you as a business are values? Because, I mean, this is one of the, when you go to a business and you'll see missions, visions, and values. I mean, those three things pop up always in front of a business. So, and you guys touch on value, basically. And so tell me, how important is that to a business and how you guys then use that in Valueneurs to assist businesses?
Yeah, certainly. So, as you mentioned, values are a very important part of our approach to taking on new customers. And I think very often values, particularly at a corporate or company level, can be a bit of a tick box exercise to say, hey guys, we've put some words down towards what our values are. At Valueneers, we really encourage you to understand your own values, because those values very often will lead to your motivation, okay, or what gives you direction, or what your guidelines are. So if you understand what your core values are, you always have something to go back to say, I'm about to make decision X. Does that align to what I want and what I do? And even better, if your business and the people in your business have some alignment to those values, then you'll know that the decisions being made by your team are going to align to your thought processes and your view of the future. And when you create that alignment, that's where business starts happening itself, because everyone's headed in a direction that not only is correct for the business, but feels right for themselves.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you say it like that, it kind of makes sense, because I get what you're saying as well, Rhoda, because sometimes you see all of this, and I mean, me just as a customer, I seldom look at mission statements, visions, values. You know, at a business, if you just had to like sort of do an online search, because you don't, it's like effort. You kind of go to the business, and over time you pick that up and go, yeah, me and them are not, and then you move somewhere
That's right.
else. So I like what you're saying, is really getting into the nit of it, to make sure that your values is really at the forefront, and that distinguishes you between your competitors. Now, let me ask you this, because this is going to be our next question. What is a values builder exercise? Because I think this is an important thing.
Yeah, so this is a tool we use at Valueneers to assess or help individuals assess their values and to move forward with the process I just described around aligning your own values to the business values. So on our website, which is www.valueneers.co.za, you can go and do a free values builder exercise, whereby this will help you filter down into your core values, and will assist you to then address these, have a look at how to filter through what common values are. And once you see what those common values are, then you'll be able to get down to a top 5. That's our recommendation. And once you can resonate with the top 5 values, then we feel that you have some building blocks to work from. And then you're going to assess what other individuals in your team or business's values are, and then an overall business top 5 values.
Okay.
And once we can start seeing the alignment, or even more importantly, the misalignment, we can start to implement and put things in place to getting towards a common sort of outlook for our business practices.
Okay, so Lloyd, so let me do this exercise quickly. Give me 2 values, 2 that's completely not in line, and do it with Rhoda. So let's say honesty, and
Sure.
I don't want to say dishonesty, but give me something else.
Maybe it's making money at all costs.
Okay, making money at all costs and honesty. So there's Rhoda. These are the 2 that she's chosen.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, for obvious reasons, we can understand why they're not. This is a bit oil and water here because of the ones we. But let's start off with honesty. So Rhoda, the company Rhoda, she wants to be an honest in everything that she does, right? And so everything you guide her to is aligning that. And then she goes, I want to make money at all costs. But then it means you're not being maybe the most honest person. And that is where you break it down to this person or business.
Quite correct. In this circumstance, what we call is we have competing values or conflicting values, right? And now we'd need to explore those further. And now we'd have to view those 2 values together and say, within light of honesty and this making money at all costs, where could these clash? Because if you're creating a clash for yourself, you're creating indecision or uncertainty unnecessarily just in defining your values. So what we do is, once you've completed your free value builder, you can then email that to support@valueneers.co.za. And instead of the normal 500 Rand consultation, just for your viewers today, if they say they got us here Mahala Monday on Nickay, we'll offer for 199 Rand for the session to properly go through those top 5 values. Make sure there are no competing or conflicting values. Ensure that everything is nicely aligned and that you have a clear picture to move forward with from a values perspective.
I like that. Thanks, Lloyd, man. Look at you, Lloyd.
There you go,
Your
viewers.
values are intact, sir.
So there you go, viewers. A especially for you today, and that is on Mahala Monday. Is normally $4.99. You're getting it for $1.99.
I've got another one.
Correct.
It's great value.
There we go.
Okay, I'm done. But Lloyd, I like that. You could just go to valueneurs.co.za. You get to do that exercise there. But let me ask you this. With time, and especially now, considering the pandemic time, and I'm sure this must have come up with the businesses, organizations you've dealt with, their values would have shifted. Their values would have changed. And because that's purely dictated by time. Because as a business gets older, sometimes you gravitate to what your market needs. And it might not have been your starting point. You've just sort of, gone off a little 2 degrees here and there. Does that happen a lot? Is that normal? Is that part of the process?
So from a core values perspective, I think it's unlikely for those type of things to change radically over time. Maybe the way we understand our values and the way we frame our value to others could change slightly over time. So to refresh this sort of outlook and ensure you are still aligned from a values perspective, definitely that can happen. But from a core values and what you want as an individual, we find it sort of less likely for that to change materially.
Okay.
Thanks.
That's lovely. Lloyd's,
Sorry, I just thought I'd ask a difficult question, but
He's too good. We've got the professionals here, Dougal. So Lloyd, I'm probably just going to touch on this a little bit. So we as a business, and having to have a business, we actually had Valueneurs in, for our team as well. And I must say, just experiencing that, Dougal, was quite phenomenal. And, I do basically encourage all businesses out there, especially during the time which we're at right now, to actually really look at Valueneurs. And you know what? Go to their website and go have a look and really have a look and see how you can assist your team, and through those difficult times. Because, Dougal, we might be sitting here, but you won't necessarily know what I'm going through right now, because your business relationship is sometimes totally different to your personal relationship, and it does affect you personally because automatically it affects your work. And a lot of management and supervisors, they tend to just focus on work. And you know what? There's actually human value and human people there. There's people there. There's actually got lives, So this is where Valueneurs can come in. So just on that, the question I like to ask is, so the benefits, I know exactly what it is, but I want to hear from a professional right now. What benefits will coaching bring individuals and teams,
Perfect. Thank you for that. And you hit on such a nice point there, that the individual's the individual, whether they're at work or they're at home, you are you, essentially. And very often I've done a lot of my coaching in tier 1 banking organizations, and we find a manager come and say, hey, we want all corporate goals, all work-related goals, go off and make this person a world-class performer. But then we find that, this person is maybe struggling with their marriage, and maybe it's a communication issue. And if they are unable to communicate with their partner effectively, and their mind is sitting at home, they're not going to be coming to work effectively and pitching up for you. So we coach people as a whole, and what these benefits are is having an accountability partner. We see it with gyms, we see it potentially used in other organizations where you partner up with someone and you hold each other accountable, which gives you that little extra stretch. Then it's being asked a bunch of diverse questions and from different angles. Can you see the world in a slightly different way to what you would normally see it, and from a different angle? Then we're helping you set goals, we're helping you understand your values, and then we're walking this path with you. So it's frequent check-ins with how you're tracking towards your goals. It's helping you view additional options and considerations when you're tackling each goal and understanding exactly how you're going to tackle each goal. And then measuring that, putting new work in place once you've achieved, because of course once we start growing, we just want to continue growing. I think those are some of the real benefits, particularly towards individuals. Teams, there would be team cohesion, learning from each other. When you have group and team coaching sessions, one of the biggest values is learning from your peers. If you understanding what they're going through and how they solve problems, you can very quickly move that knowledge between your teammates, which is very beneficial.
I like that. You know what, Lloyd, thank you very much for that. And also we've got, from one of our viewers, Linda Remke, actually, from Valueneurs, says one needs to honor, or one needs to know and honor your own values before you can actually truly honor others' values.
So true.
And I think what she posted on there on one of the comment section and what you've said is hand in hand, really.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is hand in
So
hand.
great to hear from Linda. I'm going to say a big hello to her. I'm standing in for Linda today. She's the managing director of Valueneurs. And absolutely, if you can't position your own values and understand them, it's very, very difficult to understand someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving on from there, so how does technology and let's put it personal development, do they even complement each other? Because personal development to me is something else. That's me by myself, and technology to me is my smartphone.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're very much interlinked, and I think the acceleration through personal development and technology together is massive. You know, if we did an example now, if I asked you to take your smartphone and leave it in another room and come have a conversation with me, your IQ is probably a lot lower, right? Because you may remember it's that Eastern European capital city, but what's its name? And maybe you can remember something along the lines of that latest camera and what its technology is, but you don't quite remember the specs, do you?
Yeah.
So having technology available to assist you in your learning path, we have instant information to soft skills, to a network that's international. We can talk to anyone on this planet. You know, we can look up any fact, check any technique, assist ourselves to grow in any way. So I see technology as a rapid increase in personal development, and this is where that exponential stuff comes into play, where the problem with exponential growth is the fact that it's exponential. So if we learn something fast now, there's 3 things to learn tomorrow. So I mean, my encouragement is keep up.
That is so true.
Joe, when you put it like that, you gotta, you kind of understand the pace that we are moving in.
It's a very fast pace.
Yeah, the pace that we're moving in, and yeah, it is, yeah.
Just going back onto your website quickly, Lloyd. So, and this is what I found quite interesting as well, having to look at it as well, was that the fact that, you know what, you as the person can actually get a voucher for somebody that might need, you know, somebody had lost somebody, that you could actually get the voucher and tell them, look here, here's a voucher, go and have a look at which coaches is on your website. Am I correct on saying that this is available online? You know what, if you as individual sees the need for somebody else that actually needs help and you can't do it yourself, because it's always sometimes very difficult to speak to somebody else about your issues.
Yeah.
You know what? Is this your platform then? I mean, looking at having to obviously evolve, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, coaching is a gift, and we truly believe it that way. So why not gift it to someone? You know, I think in the past a lot of these topics have been seen with a slightly negative view, but really investing in yourself is the best place you can possibly put your time and effort, because you know you are only one person and you only get one chance at it. So yes, you can go on the website, you can buy a voucher for someone you see need, if that is a teammate or a staff member, or if that is a friend, or if that is a colleague, whatever it is. If it's for yourself, invest in yourself, invest in others. Personal development is definitely where it's at in this fast-paced changing world.
And it is changing by the second, like you
So
said.
true.
If you didn't know, you learn one thing today, tomorrow there's 3.
There's 3.
Next day is 162. I don't know why I say 162. It just feels 162-ish to me. So I like that. So so you can complete the value exercise. You go online. You go to www.valueneurs.co.za. You can complete all of that. You can see all of that. And Lloyd, just guide us through the process quickly. So I complete this value exercise. I submit it.
Yes.
You then send me an email.
Yeah, you're then going to get a response. You forward that response on to support@valueneurs.co.za. You say that you heard about this right here on your show, and we'll offer our discount instead of $4.99, it'll be $1.99 for that debrief session for your values. If you're happy with just the values you got and you understand them, fantastic. I hope we added value to your life. But if you'd like to chat through it a bit further, we would love to hear from you.
Yeah. And when do I choose my coach? Do I choose my coach before that or now at that point?
So at that point, there'd probably be that would be a discussion. So you could go online then and choose a coach that you'd want to go through your values with. Perfect. We've got all the headshots and some brief explanations there. If you would like us to recommend a coach for you, we're also very happy to do that. Maybe you could just explain your circumstances, and we would try our best to match someone up with you who's best suited.
I love this.
I love that.
it. I love it.
I like that because yeah, and you know what, I like all of this. I like
yeah.
all of this, and I think this is the bit that needs to be stressed, the uncertainty of the future. And we definitely, I mean, we as a country, we find out we're approaching that 1 year anniversary mark of really going into the hard lockdown, and for other places, regions across the planet, it has been at different times. But we're getting to that point now where we all experience uncertainty in a big way. There's new meaning to it, very much new meaning to it. And it is facing those challenges. So whatever is coming, you know the curveball, man. If you didn't understand the curveball, curveball is proper. Because you're looking this way, somebody's throwing, and this side. You didn't see it.
So true.
It does that. That's what it does,
Yeah,
right?
and you know what, Dougal, we all got our own little personal lives, and you know what I've learned myself is you can't put yourself in this own little world. You have to look further than yourself. You know, there's people around you that you need to be aware of, and stop thinking that you're the only little person on this earth right now. And everything revolves around you. And it's like it was mentioned by one of our viewers, which was obviously Linda, that your values, it automatically affects other people as well. So we need to look at this and realize that everybody, as we're sitting here, has got our little issues. And you know what? Having this platform to be able to say, go there, you need to speak to somebody. I can't speak to mommy, I can't speak to daddy, I can't speak to my husband, I can't speak to my wife or any family member or anybody about whatever you're going through. This is a platform where you can open up and speak. And I am correct in saying, are we looking at about a 30-minute, the first session or something like that?
Yeah, that's quite correct. We're really trying to do bite-sized chunks here, get people moving forward, put some tools in place, and then checking up on you later again. It certainly makes it more affordable. It makes it nice and accessible. And our core goal is just getting coaching to as many people as possible. A quick 30-minute session, come check it out, get that value, and then we hope to see you again.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Lloyd, you know what? The one thing we like is that you guys are super convenient, because I can, if I'm on the go, you know what I mean? I can connect with you just via smartphone, tablet, anything like that. So I quite like that. And I mean, for businesses, this is also very important, you know, having the coach, getting to that next level, and that is where you guys come in. If there's any individual, any business out there that is going, I'm kind of sold on it, but I'm not quite. Do you know, what is really that hook, line, and fish moment, Lloyd? And in summary, what is the one thing you want to say to any organization or business out there to say, come here, let me take you up there?
Yeah, I think it's a cliche I've come across many times before, and that is, do you know how expensive it is to invest in your people? But what I challenge you is, do you know how expensive it is not to invest in your people and they stay behind? So it's really time to understand that value and invest in your people, because it's good for everyone involved.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
You've
given us a lot of profound things here, Lloyd.
I'm glad.
Lots of profound things. I'm learning a lot.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed the session. I must say I'm very much where this is concerned, and I've met Linda, I must say, and what a phenomenal woman as well. And this is really something I would advise anybody to go to. And you know, there's always this little thing on people saying, oh, you know, you don't want to speak to anybody, but this is really just a real coach, just like in sports kind of, but it's a mental coach to be able to assist you and help you and make you healthier mentally.
Yeah,
That's
I
it.
like that. And you, of course, you have that little check-in sessions, which is absolutely brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Lloyd Pullman,
Thank you.
thank you very much, sir, for joining us. Thank you for your time. Thank you for explaining Valueneurs on a Mahala Monday, and thank you for your very positive contribution. And thank you for teaching me a thing or two. She knows all of more me. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, guys. You have a great day.
Have a fabulous week.
Lloyd Pullman, everybody, with Valueneurs, one of the coaches. He mentioned 28 coaches. So
28.
definitely you're going to find the one that you need.
Definitely.
And also, once you go on, you do that value exercise, you sort of highlight this and the other. Then they can steer you, and they can sort of say, well, that means this one, that one, you know,
we go.
sort of tailor-make your coach, which is brilliant.
Brilliant.
I like that. And,
Yeah.
and the whole convenience, but you can do it where you are.
Yeah.
So whether you are sitting right now on the top of Kilimanjaro, hopefully you got signal, you can connect with your mental coach at
That is
your
right.
appointment time.
At your appointment
This
time.
is what I like.
Yeah. And
This-
it's so easy, Dougal. I mean, I've been on their website and I've basically had a look at it as well. It is very straightforward. You click on your coach, you basically then book out your time. It's extremely easy, very easy.
And you know what you said and what he said as well, which is the biggest thing, is because they go through your values. No
Oh, yeah.
contradicting values. This is serious stuff. You want to
Yeah.
go to the next level, you want things to be better for the team, for everybody, then yes, this is the platform for you to do it. So you simply got to go to valueneurs.co.za. And as you heard today, of course, as a Mahala Monday viewer, once you submit that sort of assessment, you do that, you say you saw the show, Mahala Monday, you mention us, and guess what? 199 Rand. So that's a significant
That is such a
discount.
significant
300
discount.
Rand.
Yes, it's massive, people. Take advantage of it. Go for it.
I was going to work out the percentage, but it's
No.
okay.
Let's not go
I
there.
give you the number.
Thank you, everybody. So I think this is the end of our show, Dougal.
That wraps it up.
That wraps it up.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and please remember to like and share this particular video. And once again, thank you very much to Lloyd Pullman, who came on today and gave us a little insight into Valueneurs. And I must say this, you know what, I didn't say this, let me just tell you this. They take values very seriously.
Very
They call
serious.
their company Valueneurs.
There we go.
They
Exactly
take it very,
that.
very seriously. This is what we want. This is what life needs. And they it. So you go check them out. It's that simple.
That's simple.
From Rhoda, myself, Dougal, thank you very much for watching. Please like and share this video, and we hope to have you back with us in the very near future for our next edition of Mahala Monday. Until that time, look after yourselves. Thank you, everybody.
See you. Bye.